Not too long ago, I made this video about speedrunning making an avatar, and I did not expect it to blow up as much as it did. Well, blow up isn't exactly the right word. It did really bad at first, and then it's been consistently getting views from search ever since. So that tells me that a lot of people want to know how to make a good avatar for VRChat, quick, easy, and free. The problem is, I made that video as a joke, a really bad joke, but it was made as a joke, and so it doesn't really explain the best ways to make a VRChat avatar for free. So here I am today to show you every possible way of making your own avatar, including this avatar that I'm using right now. I'll show you a couple of free methods that are super easy. Then at the end, I'll show you how to get a perfectly custom avatar made for you at an affordable price. So the first way to make a completely free and easy avatar is with Tafi, and that's actually the avatar I'm using right now. Tafi is a free program that you can download, but the process for making avatars here is about as easy as customizing a character in a video game. It's not hard at all. Tafi avatars are PC and Quest optimized, so it won't matter what platform you're using, you'll be able to use these avatars. The only downside is that the avatars look a little cartoony, which is fine if you like that style, and some of the customization options are hidden behind a paywall, so that's another big downside. That said, spending a couple of bucks to get the exact style you're looking for is still a really good deal, and besides, they do have plenty of free options if you absolutely don't want to spend any money on an avatar. I do have to say though, this system has a ton of customization options. I mean, just for the eyes, you can combine two colors together to create really cool looking eyes with pretty much any color that exists, and that's already part of the free features. Most of the paid stuff is for like clothing and hats and stuff, and they've got some really ridiculous, cool, and weird options that could be a ton of fun if you did want to spend some money. But overall, I really like it, even just the free stuff. I've used mostly free things making this avatar, only spending like $2 to get a couple, like, you know, maybe the extra hairstyle and stuff like that. So overall, I really like it. So that said, let's move on to the next free option, which this time is 100% free with nothing behind a paywall, and that method is with ReadyPlayerMe avatars. This is the same avatar customization system that I showed off in the video mentioned at the beginning. It's 100% free to make, and you can take a picture of yourself and have it automatically generate an avatar, or you can start customizing it from scratch. Like Tafi, it's as easy as customizing your character in a video game. That said, it is extremely limited when it comes to customization options, especially compared to Tafi. My biggest complaint is with the clothing. Like, I can find exactly what I want when it comes to the hairstyles and stuff, but their clothing is extremely limited, and some of their outfits just look ridiculous. That said, overall, these are great, easy avatars to make, and definitely worth checking out if you want a quick and easy 100% free avatar. I do believe they're supposed to work on Quest as well as, you know, any other platform, but I did have issues with Quest users not being able to see my avatar when I did it before, so I'm not 100% sure if it's working right now. Their website says that they're cross-platform and that they should work on Quest, so maybe it was just a bug that they fixed or will fix in the future. By the way, to import ReadyPlayerMe avatars and Tafi avatars to VRChat, you just need to create a VRChat account first on the VRChat website, then connect it to your Steam or Oculus account if you haven't already. I'll link to some instructions on how to do that below, but it's really easy. Pretty sure you just need to open VRChat on your headset with your Steam or Oculus account, and then in the settings, select upgrade account and then follow the instructions. Once your VRChat account is connected to your Oculus or Steam account, you can just log into your VRChat account in the ReadyPlayerMe or Tafi program and then import it to your account, giving it a few minutes, and then after a few minutes you should be able to see your avatar saved the next time you open up your VRChat. So if you were to pay someone to make an avatar, a lot of them would probably use a program called VRoid. Now this is actually pretty complicated to do, which is why you pay people to do it, but it's still not as complicated as jumping into Blender and making it yourself completely from scratch. The nice thing about VRoid is that pretty much all the avatars in VRoid have that cool anime aesthetic that a lot of VTubers have, so if you're really into that and love anime, this is a great way to get that look. That said, it is pretty complicated, but it's not impossible to figure out. I have no idea what I'm doing with 3D modeling or anything, yet I was still able to jump into VRoid, mess around with it a bit, and end up making a completely customized avatar. That said, I did get overwhelmed, and for the lack of time to learn exactly how to get what I wanted and how to import it into VRChat, I ended up giving up and didn't end up completing the avatar. But it is completely possible if you want to give it a solid afternoon or two of work. YouTuber Fia, who you should definitely be following if you like VRChat, has some great tutorials on how to create a VRoid avatar and how to import it into VRChat. Like I said, it is a little bit complicated, but it is possible if you just work on it hard enough. The only cost associated with doing it this way is any of the custom textures or outfits that you'll want to put on your avatar. So while it can be completely free, you'll want to spend a little bit probably just to get the exact avatar exactly the way you want it. Now, if VRoid overwhelms you a bit like it did me, and if you aren't satisfied with the other 2 free options of creating an avatar, then you should definitely check out Fiverr. As pointed out in my previous video, you can go on Fiverr to have your own custom avatar made for you, and it can be a lot cheaper than you might think. Prices to do this range from as low as $10 to as high as $300 or more. I'm not sure what the sweet spot is for getting a well-made avatar, but like all things, you get what you pay for. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll make a video where I pay several different Fiverr artists to make avatars for me just to see what they come up with. So if you want to see that, comment down below and let me know. But I'm guessing that if you want a good quality avatar, you're going to want to spend about $50 or so. At the same time, there are a lot of Fiverr artists who are just going to sell you a generic template with very little modeling and very little texture work. In fact, some people might even sell you a model that's not even completely ready to be imported to VRChat. So you do got to be careful and make sure you read and know exactly what you're getting. For example, I saw one guy who was ripping people off because he was charging $50, but the picture, his front picture, was a picture of a ReadyPlayerMe avatar on his front page, which you can make 100% for free in like 5 minutes or less. So you just got to be careful. I don't know if that's exactly what that guy was selling, but I mean, it looked like a ripoff, so just be aware. Even if you spend a lot of money, you could end up getting ripped off. So just make sure you look thoroughly at the reviews and any of the previous work that the artist has done to make sure that they can deliver exactly what you want. If what they've done in the past looks kind of like what you want, then go for it. But if you're expecting the artist to give you something completely different than what they're showing you as their previous work, expect to be pretty disappointed if you do end up hiring them. You will have to spend way more than $50 or so to get really well done avatars with cool animations and in-game customizability, but you know, it's just that's how it is. That's just the way it is. If you want to find someone that can do a decent avatar that's not too crazy but at a good price, your best bet is to find someone that offers different tiers of avatars, because by offering different pricing tiers of like a basic, standard, and premium, this shows that they're willing to put in more effort to make something really good if they're paid to do so. And you know that if you pay for the premium price, they aren't just going to rip you off by giving you a basic model. It's fair to assume that if they offer basic tiers as well as a premium tier, the premium tier is going to be at least a little bit better than what they're selling as their basic tier. And they aren't just going to rip you off by charging a lot and then giving you very little. That said, even if you go for a super cheap $10 avatar, your very own custom Fiverr avatar could still be better than any public avatar you find on VRChat, especially if you're like me and don't really like being a meme or a furry. Nothing against furries, by the way. You guys are all chill, but that's just not me. So moving on, we have the last way to make an avatar, and that's making it completely from scratch in Blender. Blender is a free open source 3D creation suite, and I don't really recommend this option unless you want to learn how to make 3D assets, which honestly, this could be a really profitable skill if you want to get involved in game development at some point in your life. So it's something to look into. But that said, this is absolutely the most customizable option for VRChat avatars, as you can make literally anything. I had someone comment on my last video that they weren't going to use this method that I was saying before, you know, the ReadyPlayerMe one, because they wanted to be a chair. Well, guess what? Using Blender, you can make your very own chair avatar and make it the best chair avatar anyone has ever seen. This method does take a lot of work though, and it's not as simple as just designing the model. You also have to track the skeleton for the movement and a whole bunch of other stuff that I frankly don't understand yet. And I say yet because I've been thinking about trying to create my own VR game, which sounds like a horrible idea, but I think I might just do it anyways. Could be fun to learn, could make a really interesting video, so we'll see. So that's all the ways that I know of how to create an avatar. Comment down below if I missed any, if you know of any other good ways. Currently, I'm using this ReadyPlayerMe or a Tafi avatar. I like this Tafi avatar that I'm using right now. I'm using them in a lot of my videos, but I am itching to get something better soon. So comment down below if you want me to commission a bunch of Fiverr artists at different tiers for a video, because I'm really tempted to do that. I want to thank my YouTube members for supporting me. You all are amazing. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and also consider joining our Discord. We have a lot of fun stuff and game meetups, so definitely check that out if you want to hang out with us. But anyways, that's it. I'm out.